Hi guys, so today we've got the Anko vacuum food sealer. So I got it from Kmart Australia and it's $59. It includes one roll, so it's 26 centimeters wide by 3 meters, which is really good so you don't have to buy an extra roll. The dimensions of it is 44.9 centimeters in length, 9.8 centimeters in height, 16.1 centimeters in width, and it's 1.75 kilos. So why buy this? Well, it removes air before vacuum sealing your food, so you keep your food fresh for longer, preserves the flavors and the overall quality of food, and they do also sell sealer bag refills as well, but you can also buy some from eBay which are cheaper. But you just need to make sure that those bags are able to be used with your product. As you can see, comes with that roll, which is very convenient to have so you're ready to go. I mainly bought this because I wanted to freeze my bait and vacuum seal it, so since I go fishing, I can save a bit of money, and also I'm able to buy bait in advance and not have to go to the bait shop as much or every week. So that definitely saves me a lot of time. So you've got the food function, you've got a dry and wet, you've got manual, so that's for if you want to manually vac seal it or vacuum it. And then you've got the seal button, vac seal and cancel. I had to play around with these functions for my bait stuff because some of the time it wasn't actually sucking the air out for some reason. I'm not sure why. I eventually settled on using the vac seal function, but you need to make sure that it's got the right fit. Otherwise, it'll just start vacuuming and then it'll decide to go into seal mode even though it's not really vacuumed the actual package. So it was a bit frustrating actually understanding that, and the instructions weren't, well, they didn't really document that as well. But I was using bait as well, so maybe it's just a bit different. So I was using squid, pilchards, and I also did use it on KFC as well. But I managed to get it like really tight fit, which is really satisfying because it looks really professional as well. So it's got a cut function and it's got like this thing that's like a container or something. I don't know what it is. I think it's like to help with the vacuum thing. And then you have to push it down as well when if you do want to vacuum it. I actually didn't know that you had to press it down. You had to actually press down one side and then the other like pretty hard, and then you can cut your actual bag. And then after you cut it, you can seal it, or you can probably seal it first and then cut it. I preferred to cut it first because then I know where the end is and then I can seal it. So it just takes the guesswork out of it as well. Do keep in mind that the seal button does have a like a period where it needs to reset, so you can't immediately seal after you've done another seal. You have to wait a bit. And also generally as well, I like to double seal my packs as well, just in case the first seal wasn't like didn't come out that well as well. So this one was just to really test it, see how it works. I think I spent a couple of hours on actually working out how to use this as well. I did look online, and you could do manual vacuum and then seal, but I find that in some circumstances the vac seal actually worked better, or even like it sucked more out in the vacuum. Whereas if you did a manual vacuum, it only really sucked out like some of it, but it wasn't like a tight fit as well. And yeah. But you can also use this to preserve your food and stuff like freeze it. So maybe you've chopped up some fruit or mango and you don't want it to go to waste, or vegetables as well. It also would I think it would also help with meal prep as well. So if it was me, I'd probably prep like vegetables that I eat on certain days, or have like pre-packed stuff so it's all ready to go, which is really great for managing the amount of food you have and also minimizing food waste as well. Um, what else? I also like for a period of time, I did think that the eBay bags that I got were inferior, but I think it was more to do with how I use the machine, because I thought that the eBay bags were like thinner as well and they weren't as good. But I think I eventually managed to fix it as well. So now it's like much better, which is really, I think it's really good now. So I've used it, yeah, for a variety of foods, mostly just for fishing stuff. I haven't used it more so for like dry stuff yet. I think I've yet to do that. Yeah, so, but it's a handy tool to have, and especially if you cook a lot or you just maybe you do buy meats on special at your supermarket, and you want to be able to use them at like a later date as well. So it's definitely good. And you can also take a permanent marker and mark the date that you sealed it, and maybe there's an expiry date as well, so you can also put that down too. But just keep in mind that if you do get this, just make sure to buy extra rolls as well, because if you have a family, I can guarantee that you'll probably use up a lot of the rolls really quickly as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I think it's worth the money, especially considering that there's probably other models that might be more expensive as well, but this one just does the job. So here I've got my calamari, and I'm trying to do the manual vacuum. Now you can see it doesn't really vacuum it properly, like it only vacuums it like a little bit. But the solution really is to just use the vac seal and make sure you have it placed properly, and then it'll just do that really tight vacuum, and then you can seal it as well. So thanks for watching. Please leave any comments if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to answer them, and I'll see you in the next video.